Concert Crew Podcast, we back again.
Yes.
Today, I am 25.
I'm not even going to say that yet.
Today, we're going to celebrate the 25th anniversary of Nas's third studio album, I Am. It was released on April 6, 1999.
Damn, 99.
Wow, 1999, spring of 1999. So let's get this right out the way. Where was you at? Spring of 1999.
Spring of 1999, I was in 8th grade getting ready to start my freshman year of high school. So I definitely remember this album. Heavy.
I was graduating.
This is senior year. This is spring of our senior year. I could actually remember riding around when this album came out in the car with freaks playing this album, like vividly. That's how much I remember this album. Like I remember.
Who was driving?
I wasn't driving. I had no car at that point. But I remember I don't even think he was driving. We was just in the same vehicles listening to this album playing. Like I can remember like clearly.
Yeah, the tape or the CD?
Probably the CD at that point. Probably the CD at that point. Everybody had CDs. And I remember riding around. I remember when this came out clearly like it was yesterday. I remember that time. Senior year. Spring senior year.
Well, to me, this is the first Nas album that I officially heard from start to finish.
Wow.
Like, I had heard pieces of It Was Written, didn't hear Illmatic, so this is the first official Nas album I heard. And then I went back to listen to Illmatic, went back to listen to It Was Written. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So I was old enough to know, like, all right, this is Nas. You know what I mean?
Man, Nas, wow, that makes you seem real young.
Yeah, not really. I mean, to you guys, but.
This your first, man, this is what started you with Nas? You had to go back from I Am?
I mean, I heard.
Little jit. He was a little jit.
I mean.
You know what he was. Stop playing. A little shit, you know what I'm saying?
Wow. Nas is
he was just coming in the game, Carl.
He was
a little.
You sure it wasn't Nostradamus when he first had Nas?
It definitely wasn't Nostradamus. But I heard the singles, from the last album, The World Is Yours with Lauryn Hill, you know what I'm saying? All the other singles, Street Dreams and stuff. But this is like the first official album that I heard, like, okay.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. All right, landscape of hip hop, spring of 1999. Who was moving in hip hop at this time?
I feel like it was everywhere.
Like Puff.
Was still Bad Boy was still going for sure.
I think Eminem was starting to rise.
Eminem's first album came out in 1999. I don't think it came out yet. I think his single might have been.
What about Nelly? Nelly around 99?
99.
Maybe 2000.
Not yet. I mean, it was a lot of the powerhouses, man. Jay-Z's out here moving.
Yeah.
He out here moving. The streets is heavy. Rockefeller is starting to.
Rockefeller's building.
They building. They ain't get to the state property area yet, but they starting to build momentum out. Missy killing it.
JT Money.
JT Money, wow.
Oh,
that's he gonna go to first from the South? Wow.
Yo, JT Money was all right.
Oh,
he
man.
Had one song, bro.
Yeah.
Was that song in 99?
Yeah.
I don't even know. Who that?
Yeah, you know
Who that? Before you get
that joint used to get a lot of play though.
Before you get to JT Money though, you still got no limit.
Yeah, No Limit.
You still got
Outkast.
Killing it, coming off of Aquemini the year before. You got UGK. You got Cash Money is they coming off that
Money.
Juvenile. They building BG.
Taking over the 99 and 2000.
They building. You got Trick Daddy. Trick Daddy moving out there. Him and Trina. So the South got something to say.
Yeah,
for sure. I mean, but you got Jay-Z in the North. You got Busta Rhymes still out there. You got the Lox is doing their thing. DMX is killing it. DMX is
Fat Joe still doing him.
Fat Joe, Big Pun,
because he hitting the pun.
Yeah, Big Pun. Yeah, you got
it was heavy in the North.
Busta Rhymes.
You said Busta Rhymes already.
Nature. Out there doing this thing. Cameron.
The Firm, period.
Yeah, the Firm, Nori too. Like it's a lot of dudes out there like moving.
You had to bring some heat around this time, man. Like coming off 98.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You had to bring some heat.
Nah, I agree.
Because 99 was, it wasn't too many slouches in 99.
Nah, I agree. I agree with you, man.
I think,
For real.
Didn't Redman come out in 99? No, that was 98.
Redman. Oh, I was about to say, well,
Yeah. He had a good album.
One of them years.
Doctor Name 2000. It came out in 98.
That was all right. It was all right.
That album was dope, yo.
It wasn't
What females we had moving around this time?
You got Missy. You got
Foxy,
Little
Kim.
Little Kim. Lauren Hill, when she wanted to rap, she got busy.
What about Eve? Eve was popping in 99? Or that 2000?
Eve, I don't know. Her album ain't coming. Her album she came out, well, she was on a compilation. So she was on Rough Riders.
I think Rough Riders, like 2000, 2001.
It was Kaya back then, probably.
My
neck, my back.
Nah,
what was that? That was about 99, wasn't it? That was about 99.
That was 99.
Shit, that was about 99.
Some BET Uncut.
I think that might have been after 99. I don't know.
Shit, she was starting shit in 99.
Yeah, I mean, you got the Brat, too. You say, you got the Brat. I don't know. Soleil, wow. I mean, if that's your cup of tea. I mean, so she had a couple songs.
Yeah.
She had a couple songs, man. Your boy Sook the Shocker was heavy
That
out
was your
there,
guy,
Sean.
He in your top 5, right?
He had a couple songs I rocked
He
with,
did.
though. I ain't gonna hold you. But, it was a lot. It was like
that was his guy.
The moral is it was a lot of he was
so bad he liked him.
It was a lot of people out at that time, man, for sure.
Yeah.
Where was Nas at in his career before this album dropped? I think
he's coming off his second album.
He was coming off his best album, to me.
Woo. See, like this is where, to me, it gets kind of tricky, because I know when I was growing up, like, people were saying that, like, his second album wasn't that great at all. It was like commercial.
Really?
Yeah. It was written. It was crazy.
Really?
I mean, it was dope, but like, like they were saying it went pop, it went commercial.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. Some people argue that, especially of my generation, argue that that's their favorite Nas album.
That's one of my favorites, man.
I think he was coming off of, Illmatic got him the critical acclaim, but I think It Was Written is when he leveled up.
Yeah.
Polished.
He was going for that
Don status.
Yeah, he was Biggie inspired him, for real, and he wanted to get that commercial success, and he was able to do that when It Was Written. So that's when he finally felt like he really made it as a rapper. Everybody loved Illmatic, but he wasn't selling units like that. Yeah. It Was Written when he came out with Fire Rule the World and all that. He started going double platinum. That's when he had his mainstream success. So for Nas, that validated him.
Yeah.
I think he was the biggest he ever was at that point.
Yeah.
It Was Written as his biggest selling album of all time. So he's coming off his hype pretty much at that point. Yeah. So now I think he's really a rap star to the masses. Not just like the hip hop heads love him for just that vintage hip hop sound, but I think the masses now recognize Nas as a rap star.
He has that commercial success.
Yeah, absolutely. So what was the anticipation like for this album?
I think it had to be heavy. I mean, because those videos were being played all the time. Street Dreams, all that stuff was getting played heavy.
I think this is a lot of. I was anticipating the album for sure, but I think it was anticipation because, like, this is his first album. We were talking about a lot of classics in '98 all last year, and Nas didn't drop. So we all looked at Nas still like Nas is that guy. So this is his first album since Biggie died, Pac died. We all looking at him as that guy.
That lane is wide open for the King of New York.
So this is a big album right now. Jay coming out talking about he that dude now. So, like, I think everybody naturally looked at Nas. So, like, what Nas got to say? So I think anticipation was high.
On top of that, this is 3 years from his last album.
That's what I'm saying.
Time back then was
a lot happened in 3 years. Since 96,
And that was the thing. And that's one of the things that, like, he was judged on a lot. Like, he took forever to drop another album. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like, so when the people, by the time it's time for him to drop, something going on or something happened with somebody else. So that's how it always been with him. You know what I'm saying? But he come when he come.
Yeah. Now, was it by choice, or you feel like the label might have held him up? Like, you got to wait, or?
Yeah, well, us looking from the outside, we don't really know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I think, like, overall, it's just how he was. You know what I'm saying? He was, like, cause he he got into a comfortable zone after it was written. You know what I'm saying? He was feeling himself.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's a fact. I don't know, and maybe he was. I don't know.
Not saying he was feeling himself that he ain't had a reason to, but he was like really seeing like, damn, like, I'm like, this shit really lit. Like this shit coming how we expected to come, and then for him to follow up, you know what I'm saying? But it was shit happening in the time too, because I think the Firm dropped before this album. The Firm dropped before this. You know what I'm saying? So that was it leveling up even more. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I think he and then I don't know where his mental was at. You know, some of the songs on here he talked about, you know, like We Will Survive, like where he was at. Like he may not have been inspired to make music as much. So
also he was acting too. He did Belly. Classic movie.
Yeah, that helped, but it was
he was busy.
We know that we know how he felt about it watching.
It was a classic.
You know what I'm saying? But that helped as well.
Yeah, it was a classic, but I mean, I don't think nobody goes to Nas when they refer to Belly and acting, and then I don't think they go. But he was part of a classic though, for sure. Yeah. So, what were your expectations for this album?
I mean, for me, hearing that first single, Nas was like, that shit still knocked today.
Yeah,
that shit set the bar for the album. Like, yo, this is gonna be a banger.
I remember seeing that video in G Class or G High on the TV that I had on there, and I remember like, oh, Nas is back. That joint was hard. That joint was hard. But then I also remember hearing Hate Me Now for the first time on the radio. And it was like Escobar season has returned. I said, oh, he's back. He's back, man. So I was excited. I was excited because I was expecting it to be great. So I was excited about the album. Like when I heard that Escobar season has returned, like I was excited. Like, oh yeah, he's back. Nas back for him, man.
Wasn't that during like the NBA lockout season? That's why he said that? Escobar basketball season, the lockout, 99?
Nah, I think it was Nas Escobar. Like
I know, but he's saying that like Escobar season, the NBA. Remember saying like we're back.
I ain't really get that. I just feel like he just felt like Escobar back. That's how I took it. But I might be wrong though, Sean. I don't know. So the album title and the cover. You know, Sean, you a art guy. What do you think about I Am?
This is the classic formula that's been working for Illmatic. It was written. Now he's back in this project, but now he's like a pharaoh. He done did his whole completion. You know what I'm saying? From boy to man to now the God. I feel like this is classic, yo.
Now it's a hell of a story behind this, though. I don't think most people know.
I think that's a real actual sculpture of his face.
Yeah. So famed photographer Danny Hastings, he shot covers for album covers for Big Pun, Capital Punishment, Raekwon, Only Built for Cuban Links. The album cover for Nas continue his theme of headshots in front of the QB projects, like he was talking about that he did on Illmatic when he was baby picture kind of. It was written. It was like Nas, a young adult. So I Am, it was Nas as the king. So Danny Hastings said the first one, you have him being a boy, very young. The second one was a little bit older. The third one, he was a king. He already conquered the world. He was on top of the world. He was doing a lot of big things. He came with the concept of making a King Tut piece. So the I Am photo shoot almost ended in disaster. I don't even know if people know this story. In order to make the mask featured on the album, Hastings and his crew put a clay mold on Nas's face and poked holes in it so Nas could breathe. But he almost suffocated after the clay got lodged in his nose.
Oh shoot!
So it really almost got ugly, man.
Damn.
So it's dope cover, but he almost lost his life making it. Like he almost suffocated for real. I thought that was just all. I didn't know that was clay. I kind of just thought all that was just Photoshop. But I guess Photoshop wasn't around yet then. So this is like really authentic. I thought that was, now they would just definitely just Photoshop that. But I Am is the third studio album by Nas, released on April 6, 1999 on Columbia Records. The album was recorded from 1998 to 1999 and features production from DJ Premier, LES, Trackmasters, Timbaland, Dame Grease, Naheem Myrick, Carlos Brody, and many more. The album was originally supposed to be a double album titled I Am, the autobiography. Most of the original sessions was bootleg, forcing Nas to remove songs and to make it just one disc. I Am, and it became his first major. It became the first major label releases that was widely leaked using the MP3 technology. So that is like a pioneer in that.
Alley.
Yeah, hey, relax. We'll be in that. Most of the leaked songs ended up either on Lost Tapes, Nostradamus, or the QB Finest compilation.
Mm-hmm.
So they kind of split them up. And the end of last year, they were supposed to drop the official I Am autobiography. They announced it, and then it never came out. So I don't know. I was looking forward to hearing it.
We was getting that leak shit though. We was getting that.
Absolutely.
We was hearing that.
No, they had this full bootleg, the I Am autobiography.
Yeah.
It was on the streets. It was on the streets.
But it wasn't the album.
It wasn't because of it. It wasn't. But
yeah.
the bootleg was real serious at that point. At that time, but for him, I didn't know this was
Napster.
the first. I didn't know this was the
Napster
first
and all
one.
that.
Napster.
Yeah, Napster. I didn't know this was the first one to be like the MP3 format.
Yeah.
So they had to do no work. It just gave you the files, man. This is when it started getting easier out there.
Sending those zip files to each other.
Facts, man. All right, man. We're going to get into this Nas I Am. All right. For track number 1, it's the album intro. The intro samples Amityville Horror main title. That's the Then it's like a recap of like some of his verses, some of his classic verses.
Songs on this album.
Live from the Barbecue, Halftime, It Ain't Hard to Tell, The World Is Yours, One Love, The Message, Street Dreams, and If I Ruled the World. Then you got Jungle Talking, just talking.
Is that Jungle
heavy.
and Horse talking?
It may be Horse too, or Horse is around him a lot, but Jungle's doing most of the talking. So they just talking heavy, like Nas back pretty much.
Yeah. That beat's kind of hot too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then it goes right into track number 2, New York State of Mind Part 2, produced by DJ Premier.
New York.
When that joint come on, that thump. Oh,
New York.
man.
New York.
It's going to go hard, yo.
That's
That's
one of them joints.
Yeah.
Now it's the beat is similar. It's similar to the first beat.
It's kind of sped up, though.
But it's a little different though. I think the original one on Illmatic is a little harder. But
so?
I think it hit a little harder.
Yeah.
It's just more hard. This isn't as hard, but it's still dope though. He killing this, man.
The breakdown on this beat.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
New York. He killing this though. It's a dope album opener, man.
It's
Dope.
time. He was saying. That's all he kept saying. It's time.
Yeah.
It's time, man.
It's time, man.
It's time, man.
Yo, this joint go hard, man. Verses is on point. My favorite verse is the last one.
Not the top lot.
You know what? The first verse is dope. Yeah.
Yeah.
This shit go hard, yo. This is how you start the album.
That's a dope way to start the album.
Yeah.
DJ Premier,
Hell of an intro.
DJ Premier killed it. A nice part 2, man. Part 2s aren't always good, but this is a nice part 2, man. I like to put these on playlists back to back.
Oh yeah,
1 and 2.
Sure.
Track number 3, "Hate Me Now," featuring Puff Daddy.
Diddy.
produced by Trackmaster.
Puff was on the roof like this. Wasn't
This is the second single. Now Puff was huge at this time, so
Yes.
they was flossing heavy on this song.
Yeah, heavy.
Mink coats,
Pouring out
top of the
Cristal,
roof.
Puff
pouring
on
out
top of the
bottles,
building,
yeah.
pouring out Cristal.
Yeah. Fireworks going off.
And now this song was controversial because they shot an alternate version of this
on the cross.
of this video where they was acting like they was Jesus with the cross.
Yeah.
And then they recorded it and then Puff didn't like it no more. So he told me he wanted to come out. But then he caught an assault charge on Steve Stout,
beat him
man.
with champagne bottles.
Beat him with bottles, man.
Damn.
So and that might have been some low key stuff that started tension between the Jay and Nas because Jay got cool with Steve Stout, Nas had a little beef with Steve Stout, all that little stuff worked. But this song,
Classic.
Escobar season has returned.
Yo, this song was crazy. Yo. Video was crazy. This song was
the
huge.
video was real crazy.
You
Yeah.
can hate me now.
The video actually really put the song in
Made it
because
bigger.
you see them they
Yeah.
floss and they on top of the
floss.
store.
Videos,
It's flossing
They got
heavy,
shit,
man.
you know what I'm
It's
saying? They
flossing
coming in
heavy.
the party. They got their minks on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ike Williams did this.
Yeah, I'm glad they kept the version really much that they put out because this song was crazy, and I think the beat. I think the like you said, I think the video made the song bigger because I don't think this beat, looking back, was like the greatest beat.
But it sounds like it's triumphant.
Yeah, and that's what it's saying. It gives you like that big. Like that big feel, and then they just in there just stunting like it's
they
just,
going hard.
Like, hey, and then I mean you got Puff in it, man. Like at that point, who was doing it like Puff? So he in the full, he like you said, like Freak said, he on top of the building.
Right.
He in full Puff mode, man.
He 0 to 100.
Yeah, so this song was big, man.
Huge.
Verses was crazy, man. Be my guest, I confess. I got plenty of thugs on salary. Talking heavy.
Yeah,
you can hate me now. Yo,
that's when he was Puff Daddy too.
Yeah, he was Puff Daddy. Yeah. He was talking so heavy.
But on now, like when you go to like the whatchamacallums on like
streaming,
when you stream it, say Diddy.
No,
you don't say Puff Daddy.
I think Puff Daddy.
It's Puff Daddy at the time.
And the family.
That thing of Puff Daddy.
Damn.
You don't get into that Diddy. It's Puff Daddy. Yeah, classic song.
Yo, it is. It says Diddy. Oh shit, he just retired Puff Daddy.
Yeah.
Nah, I think they did that. I don't think he.
I'm looking at it.
Shit.
It says
For him
Diddy.
to do that,
you can't change the credits for the album. If you got the album, it say Puff Daddy, man. It's Puff Daddy and the family, man. But Hate Me Now is a classic song. Track number 4, Small World. Produced by Nasheem Merrick and Carlos Roddy.
He talked that joint on here, man.
This is cool, but it kind of slows down.
It does.
The
it
flow
does.
of
And then
but I got a hell of a message.
And then the strings.
Yeah.
He was heavy stringish on this album.
Now this is Nasheem Merrick and Carlos Brody. They're part of Hitman, the Hitman producing team, man. I like this song though. I think it's a message. This is a small world, nigga. You reap what you sow. What goes around comes around. If you sleep, you don't know. A very small world where beef can never end. At the time you least suspect it, it can come to again. It's a small world. You get away with it now. Soon enough, it catches up with you some way, somehow. It's a very small world. Watch what you do. It was a message behind it. I like it, man.
I always like
it. It did slow down a little bit, but I like this song. I like how he was running it.
It was okay to me.
Really?
Yeah.
This the song you want to go with okay on here?
Nah, it was good, but it just didn't.
Said 40 years old, she passing for 30.
Yeah.
Gucci frame glasses for Purdy. Madison Ave, shopping when she not. It was that chick.
Nah, word.
It was all right, but going from Hate Me Now to this just kind of throws the break to me. Yeah.
Okay, I feel you on that.
No, I mean, you know what?
But the message.
Yeah, I mean, switch this with the next song from Hate Me Now to this. Now we talking. The way it leads up.
Track number 5, we got Favor for a Favor featuring Scarface, produced by LES. LES is like his DJ and a producer. And he produced a lot of this album, man.
Yeah.
This is like Nas is like the first East Coast artist before Jay and Rockefeller
for Beans
to really feature Scarface on a big platform album. Like Gangstar had him on A Moment of Truth, but
you had to respect Scarface.
Nas is on another level.
Scarface was dope.
But he's a lot of people's favorite from the East Coast.
Scarface was there. Like Scarface was up to date.
Scarface
Favor.
And my man Premier got that whole Texas connection. Maybe that's why he got on there.
You wet who I want, wet it. I wet who you want, wet it. Anybody can get it. A favor for a favor.
This
Any
nigga
nigga can get it. Yo, they running it. Yo, Nas verse, he killing that. The second verse, Nas running that thing, man.
He killed that joint.
Nas running that thing, man. Nah, this is a dope song. Scarface is that dude. It was good to see nothing but the New York to Texas connection. Yo, they was killing this, man. Nah, Scarface is that
Houston
dude.
niggas come through for niggas.
Yeah.
Scarface get the call.
Now I'm shooting niggas.
Favor for a favor.
That's how we do business. Nah, I love this song. I love this song. Track number 6, We Will Survive, produced by Trackmaster.
I love this sample, man.
I love this sample. And somehow I believe.
Yo, it's crazy.
How it came on was even doper, though.
Yeah, it was a little.
This is when I knew it was real. Like, like the first verse is about Biggie. He said, I feel
like he's writing these dudes letters.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
he didn't come to his
yeah,
funeral. He
yeah.
said, I had to keep it in writing for keep me and Brooklyn from fighting.
Yeah.
He said, son, about being at the funeral. He said, I missed your wake, not because I'm fake, because I hate to see somebody so great in that way.
Yeah.
He said, I had to keep it in writing for keep me and Brooklyn from fighting. He said, son, I wouldn't have let people by. He killed that, man. Then the Pac verse, he said, I can't believe I heard my name on the realest shit you ever wrote.
Yeah. Every thug said out of teardrop.
This was one of them joints right here.
This
This was one of the albums that I really kind of like understood where like Nas different level of how he can go.
He's such a writer,
man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, and he was slowly moving into that phase of like I ain't even gotta talk about certain shit no more, but I can wake you up now. You know what I'm saying?
He was more than just the wildest nigga. Tupacalypse. I understand your style, nigga.
Yeah. Yo, it's funny because I could have swore growing up that the sample was Sting, was actually Kenny Loggins. This is it. That's the name of the song.
And then he also took a shot at Jay on this song. This is the first time I really heard it. He said
use teeth to bite off beer tops. Pour out a little
liquor. No, he said he also said what he said? He said
the fake king of New York's.
That niggas came to be New York's king. It ain't about that.
Yeah.
He said he's pretty much saying I'm a Biggie, the most official. That I was like, he talking about Jay. I remember being in gym class talking to somebody.
Yeah.
I was talking to Hump actually. I was like, yo, he talking about Jay on there. He getting at him.
Right.
I heard that bar. I like this song a lot. This is one of my like sleeper favorite songs on this album.
Then,
absolutely.
The last verse is really good too.
Yeah, it is. It is. He talking about like the Commodores and went on tour. Nas out. Nas
with the Al Green scene. You could make him religious. Yeah, that's crazy.
You could tell he was. You could tell like his mind was expanding. He was reading.
Yeah, that's what I said.
And he was learning just more about the world. Because like his vocabulary and his thoughts was just traveling outside.
This was that album. This was that album that was putting him there. You know, what
regular
I'm saying?
project stuff.
Yeah.
This is when he went to Africa and came back.
Track number 7, we got "Ghetto Prisoners" produced by Dame Grease. Ghetto Prisoners, rise. Ghetto Prisoners.
I ain't like the hook.
The hook wasn't that good.
The hook was trash.
Yeah.
Get up, wake up, rise.
This beat was dope though.
I thought this beat was kind of all right.
Yeah. I usually skip this. I ain't gonna front.
Damn.
Yeah.
He was pretty much
killing this joint.
He was pretty much saying that we are prisoners to the world in the ghetto, man.
How you skip that? You tripping.
Yeah. I didn't like this hook, and I thought this beat was all right. But I didn't skip it, though. But for Dame Grease and the DMX Dame Grease stuff, I thought this is kind of light.
Yeah.
Beat-wise. But, like, he touched on a lot. Again, he was out of here. He was talking about war. He was talking about religion. A lot of subject matter. His subject matter was really expanding on here.
Yeah, this joint, that joint was like one of them. It was basically reflecting off the last song that we heard. You know what I'm saying? Still Survive. You know what I'm saying? It just was in a different light, though. But this beat was dope, man.
I didn't like this beat. This beat was just okay to me.
I liked it. It was
and the hook.
That joint used to bang in the system, though, man. Word, man. This joint used to not.
Beat was all right.
It just was the hook.
The hook. I wasn't feeling the hook at short, but man.
Ghetto Prisoners.
Wake up, rise. Track number 8. You Won't See Me Tonight, featuring Aaliyah, produced by Timberland.
I did not
There's
like
another
this.
skip, back-to-back skips for me, man.
Oh man. Timberland, boy.
Timberland dropped the ball on
Rest
this one,
rest
yo.
in peace to Aaliyah. But this should have been on Aaliyah album. This
should have been on somebody's movie soundtrack.
I can see Aaliyah dancing in this video.
You won't see me tonight.
This was not the look.
Yeah.
You won't see me tomorrow. He should have took this from
Yeah.
Timberland.
Should have really got rid of that joint,
Yeah.
man.
Missy Elliott wrote this hook for Aaliyah.
Should have gave that joint to Adina Howard, somebody. For For real, just left that whole look alone.
But I didn't like this song for Nas at this time at all. Like this was not the look.
Nah.
This song.
Timberland know better than letting him go, bringing that bullshit.
I get it. He was trying to go for the commercial, but this was not it, man. This wasn't it. This wasn't it. This wasn't it at all.
Yeah, the beat wasn't that bad. It just it doesn't sound like Nas.
This was not Nas at the time, man.
That was a filler.
that
was a straight filler.
This was not it. This is not it. Track number 9, I Want to Talk to You, produced by LES and Alvin West.
Another filler.
I like this joint though. I like it.
I want to talk to the mayor, to the governor, to the motherfucking president. I want to talk to the FBI and the CIA, to the motherfucking congressman. Nah, this is kind of light, man. He was saying he want to talk to the politicians about the problems in the world.
Joint was light.
This beat and all this was kind of light, bro. This is your joint, Sean? Joint was kind of light.
This joint wasn't bad to me.
That joint was crazy.
Yeah.
You got to do better.
This was kind of light. Then it goes to track number 10, Dr. Knock Boots, produced by Trackmaster. Doom, 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 doom.
I thought this joint was dope too.
Man, it's a low budget 10 crack commandments, man, about females.
Yeah.
Yo, matter of fact, this was on the Nas's like single I had. It had this and Dr. Knock Boots.
This song was all right, but I heard people on this podcast say that this song was classic. This is not classic Nas. I don't care what y'all tell me. This song was all right. It was his version of 10 Crack Commandments talk about girls.
Yep.
That's what it was.
Yep.
And it's nowhere near a 10 Crack Commandment level.
I never looked at it like that.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing. I break it down. He said, son, I break it down, son, to have affect the opposite sex.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I ain't gonna say it was whack.
It wasn't.
It wasn't whack.
His bars is dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, the beat, the bars was dope, but it was okay. Like,
Was y'all feeling the beat?
I wasn't really feeling this beat. That beat was different. I agree with Freaks. The lyrics.
It was
The lyrics is good, but yeah.
It was a filler.
But for y'all that said this as a classic Nas song, this is not a classic Nas song. It's an alright song. It's an alright song. Track number 11, Life Is What You Make It, featuring DMX, produced by LES.
Wasn't feeling this either,
What?
yo.
This hard. I don't
wasn't
care.
feeling
You weren't
this,
feeling
man.
this?
This joint hype.
This is the DMX. If you get
This joint
DMX on your song, this the type beat you get
This
DMX.
the one you want. This the one you want.
Man.
This joint was dope though. This joint was like on a different level type X
Like
too.
a Tommy Buns.
You know what I'm saying?
Nasir.
This joint was right.
This is like DMX kind of beat. Like this could be on DMX album. Like this song, this beat is hard, man.
And then you know ain't Belly around this time?
Yeah.
The Belly around, so you know you kind of looking forward to it. You know what I'm saying?
Life is what you make it, nigga. I'ma make it. Nah, this song hard. Yo, and DMX run this song. DMX run this song.
The second verse. Yeah. I just can't get into it, man.
Wow.
Front, yo.
DMX
Crazy.
run this song.
You don't like two.
For a Nas and DMX X song, I think this is perfect to me.
That's just nigga want to test.
This beat is so hard. You don't like this
You want
beat
to joke,
either?
nigga? Laugh when you get blown up.
I was just never a fan of this beat, yo.
Wow, I can't believe that, man.
Floating in the harbor.
Track number 12, Big Things, produced by Alvin West.
I like this joint.
Filler.
Yo, this one Nas was going to his
Filler.
Bone Thugs lane.
No.
Get y'all, nigga.
This
Get
is
mine
another-
in due time.
This
Stop.
ain't, this ain't Bone and Biggie, baby.
Stop it.
This is light, Sean. Stop
Damn.
it.
See what I'm saying?
You don't like Life Is What You Make It, and you like
With
this?
X, would you like this?
I'm in the big things.
Yeah,
I'm in
big
the big
things.
things. The big
Yeah.
things. The big things. No.
Nigga said JT Money.
Yeah.
See where you? Nah, this wasn't it.
Nah, you
This
don't
wasn't
think so?
it. I ain't like
Damn.
Nas rapping fast like
Damn.
this. This wasn't
Nah,
it. It was
this
probably the
wasn't
whole
it.
combination: the hook, the song, the beat. I ain't
Let's
saying.
get to the next heat. Let's get to the next
I ain't
heat.
saying rapping big fast can be
Bone and
big,
Biggie, yeah.
but this ain't
That wasn't it.
man.
That was a
and
filler.
if you had the cassette tape, track number 13 was a song called "Pray"
Yeah.
by
Yeah.
Braveheart. This is the second album he did that in a row where he put an extra song on the cassette tape, which I don't understand. I think you should put an extra song on a CD, but
Definitely more space on the CD.
yeah,
than
but
tape.
he put it so So that's the track number 13 is on a cassette tape is Pray by Braveheart, which was
filler.
Yeah, it wasn't nothing like that. It was another filler if you adding them up.
Filler.
There's a lot of fillers on here.
Hey man, look. Hey, it was a lot of fillers on here.
There's a lot of cavities on this album.
Yeah, bro. I mean, look, man.
Absolutely.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
You gotta
That's
keep
when
it
the
honest.
attacks start coming through.
Yeah.
First,
Nah, yeah, this was they both was like a lot of lightness back to back though.
Yeah. But then again, we got the biggest song on the album to me.
Yeah, track number 13, Nas is Like, produced by DJ Premier. This is the first single. This is the sound I like to hear Nas at that time.
This is Nas.
This is the one I wanted.
This is Nas.
This is my favorite Nas and Primo song of all time.
This is the reason why people want a Nas and Premier album. Songs like this.
We're from all the way from Blast,
Yeah.
Text on Blocks. We're from Seiko to Rolex, on the acres,
to the projects,
no chips
man.
and large cakes though. Down sort of belay show. They
He
zero
was
bit my nine spit for
skating
the
on this
pesos.
album.
All worth but thinking niggas under this earth. Richmond died and tried it. None of it worked.
Man, Nas going.
He said
crazy
they'll
on
just
it.
rob your grave,
Yeah.
man.
Yo, this beat was so hard. And I like how it start. Nah, Primo.
Like it sounds like a cricket in the
So
beginning,
it's
right?
hard,
Like,
man.
Yeah.
Yo, and then I remember they had the video, and the video
Yeah.
was like he was back in Queens,
Yeah,
like in the hood.
Yo, Prim, you ready?
It was like, yeah, it's bad. This song was hard.
That video was dope though.
Yeah.
That
Sitting
video
in the
was like
staircase.
real gutter with it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It took it back.
Yeah.
It was like
Yeah.
Nas back in Queens. He back in the
Right.
hood. He back in Queensbridge. This song was hard, man.
Had to, because they was on the roof.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Straight out the Hennessy.
This is my favorite Nas and Primo song, man, of
Yeah.
all time, man.
Classic joint.
Classic.
Yeah, I mean,
classic,
ringtones, this song done probably sold.
Classic
Ringtone.
song, man.
Crazy.
Classic song, man.
Yeah. Primo got a lot of joints from Nas though, man.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
he got
he
great. They got
I
great
don't
songs.
know,
Yeah.
man. We might have to revisit that.
This is my personal favorite
Yeah.
DJ Premier. This is like the essence of like
Nas and Primo,
Nas
yeah.
and Primo.
This
man.
is like natural Primo.
Yeah.
joint, though.
That's what I'm saying. This is how I wanted to hear Nas
Yeah.
rap at that time. This when I heard this, I'm like, yeah, Nas, yeah, this is Nas.
Yo, I can only like imagine Nas's face when he heard this joint for the first time. Like, yo, I need this.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Absolutely. As soon as he heard it, he already knew.
Yeah.
It's like the beat, the rhymes, it's like everything.
Yeah,
it's
man.
just perfect.
You got it. Listen, man. Somebody like Premier, man, the way he makes his beats or whatever, he know when it's for.
Yeah, somebody.
When he making
yeah.
it, he already know who it's for. Man, let me call him, man. Let him know
I got some heat for him.
Yeah.
Oh, this song is so crazy, man.
Damn.
This song is a classic, man. Classic.
Yo, it's
song.
like hearing that beat. I can't see nobody else on that.
Nah,
that
it's
song
not,
but
nah.
Nas.
Nas made this one. He made this his. Everything worked out perfect with it.
Yeah.
This is a great song, man.
Yeah.
Great song. Track number 14, Kissin', man. Kissin'.
My boy in the background.
Produced by Elliot and Alvin West.
Classic
My
Robert.
boy in the background. That's what I say.
Now, this is a classic sample for the
Yeah.
R. Kelly Woman's Fed Up. That was
Yeah.
already his song, but I like how they flipped this,
That joint
man.
go though. That joint go.
Picture us married.
You
Me
and
and
you.
you and me. Kissin'.
Hook was trash.
You
ain't like the hook?
I like the hook.
Yeah.
I know it's elementary, but
elementary.
I liked it though. I think
Yeah.
it worked, man. La da da.
Damn.
You ain't like the hook, man.
Come on, man.
Girl, you and me. Fucking. I rocked with this.
We got a tough crowd today.
I rock with this one, man. I rock with this one, man. Like, nah,
My boy though in the back.
but that wasn't even really him, though. That's just a sample. It's just
Yeah,
a
they
sample.
use his voice.
And now they really didn't.
But they worked together before though.
Yeah, they were together
Yeah, so
a couple times. Street Dreams
yeah,
remix.
Yeah, remix, yeah.
Yeah, and
He was on
if you ever think that you could be
the
this
R,
great. Yeah, I like this song though. Track number 15, "Money Is My Bitch," produced by Alvin West and Track Mashers. He compared money to a girl. My money, money, money. My bitch is my money. Oh, money, money. You my honey. Money is my bitch. You ain't like this joint? Oh, okay.
I like the creativeness of Nas, how he can flip it
Yeah.
like this. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you know,
Show his creative
He
side.
talked about
That
guns in the
joint,
past.
that joint was
Talked
like on a
about-
different type time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That joint was on like a.
It had like
It
a,
was
like
a.
a, like
It
a-
was. It was crazy, man.
had like
It
a
was crazy.
Cuban type feel to it. The beat,
Yeah.
like, what is it like?
This-
Not the bongos, but what the fuck is that sound?
Well, you understand. You understand. The second album, second
the
album he talked
Mexicans-
about his gun.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So this album
I
he
Gave
talking
You
about
Power.
money. Yeah,
Yeah.
right? So I mean, very creative.
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
super creative.
rappers was just a lot of
This
rappers
was-
was just rapping on beats.
Yeah.
This joint was hard, but it was the beat that it was over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But this joint was like disrespectful hard,
Yeah.
man. He talking real dirty
Yeah.
on this joint, man. His creativity is at an all time. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you. I agree with you.
He talked that shit in here.
I like this joint.
I'm telling you, he
Yeah.
talked that shit in this
Nah, I
joint.
like it. And the final track is Undying Love, produced by LES.
This is like to me the best B cut song on the album.
This
Ain't a single, but it's like the storytelling of
This
this
is an
story.
ill storytelling
Yeah.
song right here, man. For y'all that don't know this song,
was crazy.
he
Yeah.
came home and his wife was cheating with another man. He left, got hoarse,
Called his man
They
up.
hoarse.
Yeah.
They went back to the house. They killed the guy, but he accidentally killed his wife too
Yeah.
when he shot the guy. So then Horse died in a shootout with the
Yeah.
police.
Yeah.
It's ill thinking.
Yeah.
To put
Yeah.
this together. And then Nas, because he accidentally killed his wife, he actually
Killed
laid
himself.
next to her and
Yeah.
then killed himself. And it's crazy, man. He said, "Under God, we are low."
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And then at the end, if you listen really, really close, the cop comes in and says, "Stupid fucking niggers." I don't know if you guys heard that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, if you listen to it at the very end, he's like, "Stupid fucking niggers."
Right.
Like, yeah. Classic.
That's a dope. It's an ill
Classic
story.
Nas
It's an ill
writing.
story.
Classic story.
Pen is crazy.
Pen game is crazy.
Yeah,
You
he
could-
described the whole joint. You
Yeah.
could hear it.
You could picture that like a movie. You could just
Yeah.
close your eyes and just picture what he's saying.
This is like the second rapper to me that I heard that killed himself on a record. Big did it first. Nas did it second.
That's a lot of Biggie compared.
Said empty Guinnesses.
Yeah,
And lipstick marks around 3 empty Coronas.
Yeah.
He was explaining.
What do you say? What do you say?
He said with the ceiling fan,
spinning
something
with the
ceiling
panties
fan.
on the ceiling fan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn.
Because at first he rung the doorbell, wasn't
Yeah.
nobody answering.
Yeah.
Damn.
This all crazy. Nah, this is ill.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because when I first seen the title, it's Undying Love.
Yeah.
And then when I heard the story, I'm like, oh, that was
Yeah.
ill, man.
Yeah.
He said, now under God, we are low.
Yeah.
So it was like really like to death do us
Yeah.
part kind of thing. Like
This
that.
song is so creative.
was ill.
Man.
That was a
It's
very
like,
creative
it's like,
song.
what do you say? I thought you loved me.
I thought you needed me.
Leaving me.
Yeah, that song.
You love me.
I thought you cared for me. I thought you
Another light
needed
hook.
me. Did you believe me? Yeah, this song was crazy.
Yeah, so that
Crazy way to end the album, though.
Yeah, I thought that was dope. It was
Yeah.
dope. It was dope with it. So man, I Am upon release, I Am received generally positive reviews. I Am received 4.5 stars in the Source magazine, which is interesting to me. I Am debuted at #1 on Billboard 200, selling over 470,000 copies in its first week of sales. I Am would later be certified double platinum in the United States, making it Nas' second biggest selling release behind It Was Written. So first of all, let's get this out the way. Is I Am a classic?
Classic times, but I don't
Due
put
to
it
the
as a
times.
classic album.
Due to the times.
Yeah. It's a very good album though, but it was just too many fillers on here for me.
I agree with you, freaks. This was a good album, and at the time, I was excited to listen to this album. Riding around with this album, I was bumping it. But looking back at the album and being critical, is definitely a lot of holes in this album, man. The potential was there, and it's crazy because we don't know what it would have really been. Hearing the whole,
Absolutely.
the double album in its totality, how he meant it to be,
Yeah.
but this is the product
This
he
is the
put
product
out
that we got.
And I mean, I know, I can easily A&R this joint with the lost tapes and easily come up with a classic. But this is the album that he put out, and it was holes in this, man. It was we went on a little run of like 2 or 3 songs straight where
Skip.
it was like this
Skip.
wasn't it.
Nope.
So good album, but no for me for a classic. It's holes in it.
Well, I'm gonna keep it going. It's definitely not a classic. It's a good album, but definitely not a classic. Now, let me ask y'all this: in 2024, listening to IM, how many headphones would y'all give it? What do you think, freaks?
I might get us a 3.5, man.
That's what I was thinking.
I'm
3.5.
stretching for.
Yeah.
I'm stretching for.
Yeah.
I might get us a 3.5.
3.5,
three and a
man. I'm
half,
stretching
too.
for, man.
Yeah.
I can't see me giving this any more than 3.5.
It's like,
And the way I think now, and I'm listening to this, 3.5
Yeah.
for sure.
I mean, for me, it's like there's certain songs that stand out. Like the lyrics is there, the beats just ain't it. Some of the hooks is kind of off, but for me, I'm gonna get us a strong 3.5.
Yeah.
All right, so what about impact of IM?
It was impactful at the time because it's Nas, and we haven't heard from him in what 3
3
years?
years, yeah.
So it was Nas, man. But to be real with you, I just think that it was man. It was the time, man, because and then how he came and how he lined it up on dropping the album. And it's one of his highest seller albums too, ain't it?
The second
Yeah.
other it was written. Yeah.
To the puff.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, that punk out.
it was I'm telling you, man, like it was mastermind to a point, but he came during the time where a lot of shit had just dropped and people still sticking with it.
Yeah.
It's sticking on people. You gotta realize that the shit that dropped at the second quarter or the last quarter of '98 was crazy.
Yeah.
People still
And
stuck
then
in
you
the
coming
past.
around
Yeah.
to the new year, you still bumping that. So when you
Yeah.
hear this, you can easily get lost or lose it for a little bit and come back to it. You know what I'm saying? But he had some joints on here. And then the thing with me, man, was videos, man. You got me with the videos, and he had them videos coming, man.
It definitely enhanced
That Nas
the
is like
song.
that Hate Me
Yeah.
Now video. I couldn't wait
Yeah.
to see that Hate Me Now video.
Yeah, I agree with you. The impact, it was big for Nas because, like I said, it's the biggest selling album of all time. So I think the Hate Me Now, the how big that video was, just as far as hip hop and just stunting, like that was.
But critiqueness of the album is likely.
And I think
keeping it a buck.
and I think he was going for that commercial success, so he wanted that, and it worked to an extent. But I also feel like him reaching more and more for the commercial success also removed him a little more from the streets. So that allowed Jay-Z and other people to, the streets started feeling them more. The other people on the rise, man. So I think that kind of pulled him away from the streets, from him chasing the commercial success. And he was always trying to find that balance, but that wasn't really Nas's thing. Yeah. But it was impactful for sure, because at the end of the day, people recognize Nas as a rap star, and they wanted to hear from him. It's been 3 years. We were excited.
I mean, but it's crazy because like our top 10s of '98 probably sound better than this album.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's crazy.
'98 was crazy.
Yeah,
98 was crazy. 98 was
crazy. And that's what I'm saying. For you to be coming at the top of the year, this top of the year action.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
This is heavily anticipated. This is Nas, man.
3 years off.
This is Nas.
It's 3 years
now,
off.
Don't get.
But Lil Mix, you had the Firm come in, which was was a good
Yeah.
situation for those that like right. I like the Firm album.
You had some guests of versus him and Nori, Body in the Trunk, all that stuff.
It was a good album, but people were still expecting more.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was good.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Man, so how would y'all describe the sound of IM? We just said a lot about the album. How would you describe the sound of this?
I think it's like a mixture of street, but still kind of commercial.
Yeah,
I
a
just
little
want a
slight
more
commercial.
premiere.
And it's also Nas stretching his usual.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's vocalizing on hooks now. He's rapping the hooks, doing most of the hooks now. And then the first couple albums, he wasn't doing that like that. You know what I'm saying? But on this one, it seemed like he was doing more. He was putting out more than what needed to be done because he didn't need to be on too many hooks.
Yeah, this sound is interesting to me because I feel like he was trying to do the formula he was pretty much trying to expand off the formula he had with It Was Written.
Yeah.
It Was Written was like, it was mostly hard, but then he wanted a few joints that could reach the masses. I think he like really started stretching a little more with them Timberland beats and stuff like that. They wasn't really for him. I think he was reaching out there a little more. He was doing some of the beats was definitely happier. The hooks was a little more elementary. You know, I think he was just trying to cross that line even more. Like, okay, y'all like this? It was written. Okay, I see how this works. Yeah. Let me try it. Let me try it a little more. And I think he started stepping a little too far at this point. Because
Timberland sold the hell out of that beat.
Like, yo, I'm telling you now, they gonna like this.
Oh my
god! All right, so yo,
we gonna throw Baby Girl on there too. I'm telling you,
yo,
man.
So I am production only. How many headphones y'all give it? Just from the beats on this album, I'm gonna give it a 3.
Yeah, I think it's a 3 too. Cause they got some hard joints and then they got some joints that is trash.
It's like, if you hear the beat, it's like, I don't know.
I can't give it more than a 3, man. I can't give it more.
And it's like, albums like this, this is why people say Nas can't choose beats.
Definitely 3 production, and I could see why. This is more lyric driven than even the song that I ain't really feeling the beat. I'm like, okay, but Nas killing it though, but I don't like the whole song because
he got. I mean, this is the beats he chose.
Because I mean, he got about 4 or 5 on here.
Because you know Nas, Lord,
at least 4.
At least 4 or 5. Strong. Strong. I mean, coming in every now and then, messing shit up quick. For real.
Yeah,
but this was a hell of a and the ones that's on here, man. That's doing what it's doing, man. Is crazy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, money is my bitch.
Yeah, I like that song.
That song is crazy, man. He talking crazy. Yeah. He is going in on that joint.
But it's hard to compare songs when you got songs like Nas's like New York State of Mind Part 2. It's like, can we get more of that production?
Then you got Big Things, your song, and then You Won't See Me Tonight. It's like,
should have never made it.
Even that Dr. Knock beat is like,
I would have been happy if he'd probably had Slick Rick or somebody on there with him. You know what I'm saying? He needed something to get the focus on.
I know the beats was in his. I know the beats was there. He approved this, and they just wasn't. Look, I get what he was trying to do. Timberland popping, Missy, Jay-Z success. Let me go with that. Nah, man. Nah.
Just stick to your lane.
Just stick to your lane, and this wasn't it. The sound was definitely he was trying to go more off the street poetry and go to that commercial side, and everything ain't for everybody. And this wasn't
like
it.
Don't. Come on.
Like Dr. Knock.
But he killing it though. He killing it. He killing it.
Don't.
Yeah, I think we all can agree the sound on here wasn't our favorite Nas. This wasn't our favorite Nas as a collective, as a body of work.
So, all right. So, is it safe to say that I Am is not in nobody Nas's top 5?
I heard it in people's top 5. We heard it in people's top 5 on this podcast. It ain't in my top 5. But I heard it in people's top 5 for sure on this podcast. You'll be surprised. Some people think this album is a classic. Don't get it twisted. I just don't.
I don't either.
There's people that do though.
It's good, but it ain't. Nah.
Yeah, hey man, I don't know about. I can't go classic, but you know, some people do say it's a classic though.
It's dope
for
sure. It's definitely dope.
Yeah, but the sound is alright.
And you can tell, and you can tell that this joint is reaching what that high profileness because
I mean, I get it to an
extent. To have that song with Aaliyah as one of the lead singles, is dangerous.
No video either. Yo, it's crazy to think from Illmatic to It Was Written to I Am, the album's getting worse and worse. To me, at this point, Illmatic is my favorite hip hop album
That's
of all
why
time.
Jay came in with the takeover.
Yeah.
It was a good time with the
Yeah.
sneak attack. He already knew. He already knew.
And then after this, you got Nostradamus, which is even
Jeez,
that's
right.
a whole nother level.
Yeah,
It's like
you right.
what?
Jeez.
I'm just keeping it a
Let's
buck.
not go
and,
there.
And yo,
It's
I
another
love
episode.
Nas. I love Nas. Nas is my guy, but it's like you gotta call a spade a spade.
That's
but-
another episode,
Yeah, that's
Sean.
another
Let's relax on that. Let's finish this
Whoa.
one out, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the sound about this was definitely yeah, for sure. All right. What did this album do for Nas's career, you think?
I don't think it hurt it, but it kind of just kept him stagnant, I guess. What do you think, Freeze?
What?
What did this album do for Nas's career?
It made him some money.
It definitely made him some
Yeah.
money.
Made him some paper.
Made him more money.
Made him more
Yeah.
money. You know what I'm saying? This was definitely an economic splash in this world. For real, it was.
Stimulated the economy.
Economic splash.
You know what I'm saying? I
think I ever heard that term before.
He
Economic
was
splash.
serious too. Yeah, he definitely made
Shit,
an
you ran
economic
across some paper.
splash. Yeah.
This is the second album in a row that he had commercial success.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it showed that
Millions.
it showed that he can have commercial success, man. But I think, like I said, I think it pulled further away from his core hip hop fans.
Yeah.
At this time. But I don't think his Illmatic fans wanted to hear like "Hate Me Now" or the Aaliyah song.
Economic splash.
Yo.
Oh,
It's a new term alert.
Sure, crazy motherfucker.
Economic splash. Yo, that's witty as fuck, yo. Oh, man. Yeah.
Nah, but I don't think the Illmatic fans, man, wanted to hear songs like
Nah.
like Aaliyah song. Probably not even "Hate Me Now." That might have been a little too commercial for them, man.
Yeah.
And I think this set up the next album with the Genuine song. It was the the Aaliyah song was a little light warm up.
I don't know what was going on.
That was Timberland too, right?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
it was
Oh, man.
Timberland.
Timberland was
Swap that Aaliyah for Genuine, the whole team.
take that, Nas.
Oh man,
We talk about it later.
yeah. I think commercially he had this success, but I think it was like you made the point about his albums to a lot of people dipping.
Yeah.
So I think he was getting more money, he's getting more fame, but
He definitely was getting more paper.
the hip hop here is
I'm telling
like
you.
nah.
Yeah.
He was on a different level, man.
But he was getting the money. He wanted to get his
He
money.
was Don
man.
status.
Yeah, he was. He was.
It was Don status before this album. Not saying it took away from it, but like the way his career was lined up was you know what I'm saying, and for him to be following suit and then knowing was him and filling in that void where he knew exactly where he stood at, you know what I'm saying, and he was accepting it. He was on a different level. That's why he was that guy that can probably spar with Hov, or they going back and forth, or they in a semi awkward beef. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because they both on Don status at this time.
Yeah.
And then he popping up when he want to pop up. That's why he popped up 3 years later.
Yeah.
You feel me?
All right. What's your favorite song on I Am?
I like Nas's like. Oh, you know what? New York State of Mind. I like that.
I'm gonna go with Nas is like, man.
Yeah.
Nas is like hard. Just going with Freaks.
Probably so. Nas is like, but money is my bitch is one of my drinks.
And one of my sleepers is "We Will Survive," though.
One of
That's
my sleeper
joints.
joints
Yeah,
is
mine's
Undying
that's
Love.
one of mine too.
Undying Love's
like
dope.
that. I like that.
That's dope. That's dope.
Great story.
Favorite for a
story
favorite too. I
song.
think
Oh,
him
yeah,
and
Scarface.
I think him and Scar
Yeah.
going back and forth.
Yeah.
All right. Where would you rank this album in Nas's discography? He got a lot
Bro,
of albums.
before you do that, Carl,
that?
this album survived the bootlegging, man.
Yeah.
This was one of the
well-
top survival albums in bootlegging.
Well, technically, it didn't survive the bootleg because
Because he had to switch it?
he switched. It was supposed to be a double
But
album.
imagine if we didn't hear it.
Yeah.
Imagine if we didn't hear the bootleg.
Well, imagine if he
and knew that.
imagine if he just put out the double album.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. When we knew that happened, and then it gave us more reason to buy the new album because we knew that
we
new
might
version-
not have heard Timbaland. on here.
You're right. You're right. You're right. You're
What
right.
Timberland?
I'm just saying this
Because
it gave us a reason to go and buy.
Project Windows was originally on this album.
Yeah,
It's on the
yeah,
Project Windows. I love that
yeah.
song. So it was some great, and then a lot of them songs on the Lost Tapes was on this
Yeah.
album. They bangers.
Still survived financially.
They did. Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Economic.
We got to think too
splash.
with those songs, like with the samples, would they have been cleared? You know what I'm saying? But sometimes that happens too.
We never know. It's
Yeah, I
all
guess
a
we
big.
never know.
It's all a big what if at this
Yeah.
point. But where you think I am is in Nas's discography? Where you got it? Is it top 5?
Nah.
I think late top 10 toward the back end.
I got top 10. I got top 10
yeah,
for
top
sure.
10.
Not
Yeah.
close to top 5. My top 5 off the top of my head is easy. Illmatic, It Was Written, Stillmatic, Life Is Good, and number 5 is Magic.
Ooh, I like that list. I'm gonna go Illmatic, Life Is Good, Magic, Stillmatic, and I like Magic 3 a lot. Magic 3 is good. Yeah. But this is not my top 5.
Nah, it's definitely not. I just know that I ain't gonna
Yeah.
go here and do the albums.
I got this as like 7.
Mine like 9.
I got number 6. I got King Disease 3, and number 7 I got I Am. And I got this a little above King's Disease 1.
Oh, disrespectful. I like KD.
I know you love it a lot.
I like
but
KD1.
I like the Lost Tapes 1. That's
Lost
a great-
Tapes don't count. That's a classic. It's
That's
not
a
an actual
classic.
album, but
Oh,
it's a
still.
classic. And that's
I
a
kind of
classic.
like the Nas present Queensbridge.
Oh, yeah,
Nas album, man. That's a compilation, man.
Oh, Freaks, let me ask you this. Would you take a Streets Disciple over this?
Yes, I would.
I know we love that album.
Yeah, I like that
Yeah.
album.
Damn, I like Street Disciple, but I don't know about that. Street Disciple got some holes too. Double album holes.
Much deeper. They fighting. They fighting. I'm telling you, they giving.
I rock with Street Disciple.
This is a barn burner.
I like Streets Disciple.
They
like-
both taking blows. They both giving them.
I like Street Disciple, but it got
They
some holes
that
too.
and I am is fighting each other. Word, Sean. That's a hell of
Yeah.
a pick.
Yeah, I think I
and
would
it's
go-
crazy because like Street Disciples. I used to play that album a
Yeah,
lot.
I like it.
It just got songs on there that really, really connected me.
Would you take Godson over this?
I ain't really like Godson like that.
I would go with 6. I would go with King's Disease 3. 7. I would go with I Am. 8. I would go with King's Disease 1. 9. I will go with Godson. And 10. I will go with Untitled.
I'm about to say, nobody said Untitled at all.
I like Untitled.
I ain't like
though.
Untitled
I
like
like
that.
Untitled. That would be my top 10. But it makes my top 10 definitely not top 5.
No love for Nasir?
Nah, it's not my top 10 for sure.
That might be in my top 20. He might be the last
Damn.
one. I might be the bottom of the barrel.
All right, man. The reaching point of the podcast.
Here we go with this.
Has any album came out in the past 20 years that reminds you of I Am? This ain't that hard, freaks. I mean, it don't got to be a classic.
Their third album, solo
Shit,
album?
I'm gonna say Kendrick Lamar album.
Which one?
His latest one.
The Mr. Morales? What's his name?
Jeez, the whatever.
Yeah, and that joint trash.
I don't get that.
I ain't gonna call it trash. It ain't good to me.
I don't get that. I don't get the Kendrick album because I take this album over Kendrick.
Me
album.
too. That's what I'm saying.
You talking about Mr. Morale? or whatever.
Yeah. I'll take this over that. So I can't even do that. That's a bad drink. I don't know, Carl. I
No,
can't remember.
yeah.
What's the name of it? Oh, Mr. Morale and the Big
I
Steppers.
don't know the name of the
Yeah.
album. Nobody.
I got some reaches. I got
What's
some
that?
reaches for sure. I'm gonna go with. I might actually like this album better, or they may be kind of close. But I'm gonna go with, because of the subject matter. It was like, kind of walk that line, trying to find your balance. I'm gonna go with Styles P, A Gangster and a Gentleman. He was like very knowledgeable, but he was also like kind of gangster.
Yeah.
But then he was trying to find like his way to the commercial.
For the woman.
Yeah. So I got that. I'm gonna go with J. Cole album Born Sinner. He was trying to steal. The first album was whack,
really
but then the second album he was trying to come with that. And then this is going to surprise freaks. A Jadakiss album, man. I really didn't like the album, but it was okay. Ignatius.
No.
Yeah, it wasn't. The album wasn't good. The album wasn't as good as you thought it was, man. It wasn't as good as you thought it was. But it wasn't bad neither. But it wasn't as good as y'all was hyping it up at.
Ignatius. What is that?
No.
It wasn't as good as you thought it was.
No. He just ended it off wrong. As I stated in
album was a 3.5.
point that I made.
That was a strong 3.5.
No, Ignatius, nah. You bad on that.
Songs.
You bad on that.
Strong 3.5.
Man, we go song for song, Jeez. Damn near, man.
Go revisit that.
But Nas got some impactful songs on here, but Jada ain't got that many holes as this joint got. This joint got holes.
Well, Jada, it's only like 10 songs on
Jada. With 12 probably, but them joints ain't got that many holes.
He said
got a couple holes at the end. With the John Legend and the you know what I'm saying, and then the one song he dedicating to his boy.
You say he got multiple holes on here. Nas got a lot of holes on here.
Lord,
Pothole City.
Got fillers on this joint.
You don't got nothing.
Nah, I can't. I mean, this is.
No.
I don't know. This
joint's different.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Melvin.
It's different.
I'm gonna go with Melvin Flint. North.
Oh wow. Okay.
I'm gonna go with Melvin Flint. That's my one of my highest bids because he was coming off that Nori. You know what I'm saying? And then hit that Melvin Flint. And that Melvin Flint wasn't it.
Sophomore
he had a couple songs on there that was classical.
I'm trying to think of something else, but I'm going with A Gangster and a Gentleman, and then Born Sinner for sure, because J. Cole was still trying to find himself. He was trying to be commercial, but the songs was getting better though. But they still wasn't all the way there yet. But I'm gonna go with Born Sinner.
I'm gonna go with Melvin Flint because Nori was feeling this stuff at the time too.
Yeah,
he was winning.
All right too. It was okay too.
It was all right. It was okay. It had the songs just like this.
Okay.
Then it had some fillers on that motherfucker.
Oh no.
Filler.
It definitely did.
You ain't like that?
Just a video.
That was a single.
Nah,
oh yeah.
Oh no, used to
video.
go though. Oh no,
it did used to go.
That was at the Roy Jones Jr. fight.
We were riding around playing that.
That's the video.
That remix was hard. I don't care. Capone came on. All right, 25 years later, what is the legacy of Nas's third album, I Am?
I think it's just a good album. I think it shows Nas's lyrics are good, but the beats and
creativity.
Songwriting is amazing. Hooks is just okay. I think this is just a good Nas album.
And then he really showing his talent because he rapping over a couple bullshit beats.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's be all we real. Like, they some good lyrics over some mediocre beats. You know what I'm saying? And
I hear you.
And I agree with you, Sean. You know what I'm saying? But I just think that this album kind of, established them. You know what I'm saying? Especially on the financial end. So.
It's huge economic splash.
Huge.
Yo, I mean, and then honestly, I feel like this album just made
This album sold a lot from the beginning, too.
Yeah.
Even though it's the second highest.
Oh, yeah.
When it first started, this album started with some steam behind it.
But you know what?
He was going for 3 years.
Yeah. But this album, to me, just made it easier for Jay-Z to just fill that lane.
I agree.
Back to back.
I agree.
Back to back. Yeah.
I definitely it made easy for him to come in there with the sneak attack for sure.
Yeah.
Because like
the sneak attack.
At the Nostradamus, his whole neck was open. His whole neck was open. He was just like, go ahead and nigga had his neck out there like this.
Make it quick.
Nah, I think I Am was a good album, and I remember being in the moment, and I remember being excited about the album. I remember bumping the album, so it's not like I'm saying the album was whack enough. And
it's good.
It was a good album, and it got joints
Yeah.
that I definitely rock out to. But when listening to the full album, I definitely can hear the holes in it.
Yeah.
But overall, as a body of work, it's still good Nas. And
Yeah.
good Nas is better than mostly everybody. So I wasn't mad at it. It fulfilled enough of the Nas that I needed, but I definitely recognized this wasn't the best.
Yeah.
Out of his catalog, this ain't gonna be like, yo, play I Am first. Like it's not my go-to.
Maybe some songs from
it got classic
Definitely
songs on here
classic
for sure.
songs,
classic songs that make the playlist for sure. But as a whole body of work, I'm not going to I Am first. You know, I'm just not going. But like due to the times, like Freaks say, it's some of these songs that just take you back. I know exactly where I was at senior year where this album came out, so it does hold a place though, like for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah, but let us know if you haven't heard Nas, I Am. Let us know what you think.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Like
No, not bad album
not
at
a
all.
bad
Not
album,
bad
but
at
it's
all.
just like
If you like Nas, you should appreciate. If you respect Nas, you should appreciate this album. It's not like it's like whack. It's like trashy and all. I just don't think it's a classic, but it's a good album.
And
for sure.
honestly, you're getting the most honest opinion you can, because we're just being honest with, like, we love Nas.
Yeah.
But this just
everything
it was okay at best.
Everything, man. No matter who my favorite rapper is, my top 5 is. They all got duds, or joints that I ain't saying as a classic. They all don't got classics
Everybody
album,
throws up a brick every now and then.
Yeah, for
Jordan,
sure.
LeBron, Kobe, they all shoot bricks sometimes.
For sure. But some of y'all may think this is a classic. Let us know what you think if you haven't heard it.
Absolutely.
Check it out.
Please say something about that.
Check it out. But happy 25th anniversary.
Yes.
To Nas, I Am, man. Happy 25th anniversary. Nas, everybody involved, Primo,
LES,
Aaliyah, Timberland,
R.I.P. Aaliyah.
Rest in peace to Aaliyah,
Puff,
for sure. Puff Daddy,
Steve Stout,
Puff Daddy,
Puff Daddy,
Puff Daddy at the time.
Get all that Diddy, man. Puff Daddy. Yeah. Everybody that's involved, man. All the producers, Dame Grease, DMX. Rest in peace to DMX. Everybody that was involved.
That was the only rap feature
Scarface,
on there, too.
the legendary Scarface, man.
Yeah, Face Mob.
Bravehearts, one of Sean's favorite groups.
Yeah.
Salute to all y'all, man. Shout out to Queens, QB. We Concert Crew Podcast. Make sure you go follow us at Concert Crew Podcast. Make sure you go download, subscribe. We on all digital platforms.
Nas, I Am.
Make sure y'all go to our YouTube page, man. Subscribe. Yo, we appreciate y'all. We see them subscriptions going up, man. Yo, we appreciate all the love, man. Keep on running those numbers up on those videos. Once again, man, happy 25th anniversary. Nas, I Am, Concert Crew Podcast. We here. We ain't going nowhere. As always, man, we going to continue to March 4th. Long live our brother Taz, man. For life, man. I don't think he rocked with this as a classic neither, but he liked it though. But long live our brother Taz.
I think he probably liked that Aaliyah song too. He probably got on us about that. I feel he liked that.
I don't think
song.
Taz would like the Aaliyah song.
Telling you.
I don't think he.
I'm telling you.
Nah.
But he did like the second album a lot.
He think it was written
we
was
both
the best
like that.
album. He think it was written was the best album.
Yeah.
But yo, Concert Crew Podcast, we here. We ain't going nowhere. Yo, Pito, hit us with the fader. We out.
Yes, sir.